Hi, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this immigration slash amnesty stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm sick and tired of this. I know I've done this 2 or 3 times, but now I'm really going to go for the heart. You know what? If you ever talk to anybody from south of the border, they're always talking about my country this, my country that. And they're quick to put down our country. Well, I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. First of all, their countries are usually controlled by a corrupt government, and most of them are. And they'll sit there and they'll say, oh, in my country we can do this, in my country we can do that. And I have a lot of Hispanic friends, and I also know who are anywhere from legal to illegal. And what really burns me is I'm sitting there watching something on television, and you've got these Hispanics who are out there saying, you know, that we need to they're already here, let them go ahead and become legal. Fuck that. Look, if we do that, it's gonna crush our social programs. As soon as they become citizens, then they're eligible for all that stuff, Medicare, Medicaid, all that kind of stuff. Not saying that everybody's going to run to it, but it becomes available to them. And it becomes available to them quicker than it does to a person like me who, from 16 years old, who has paid all my taxes all the way up until now I'm 45. And the programs are unavailable to me unless something devastating happens to me. Yet the door is open for them. And then, since they're foreigners, they're also, they also can qualify for a minority, which means that they can get a jump ahead of me in business because they get minority status. I don't, because I'm considered a white American. My Italian background doesn't count for anything. Okay, now, with that said, I have no problem with people coming in and working. I think that, that's fine. But, again, remember this. They're coming from countries that, can't even support their own people. Yet these people want to talk shit about coming in here. Plus, they come in here, and what do? They take the money and they send it back to their country. They send it back and build houses and homes and businesses. So, from the money they earn here, so they can go back and retire and live like kings and queens back in their country. So they really aren't trying to be the American system. They're trying to come in here, you earn as much money as they possibly can and go back home. Okay, so they're not trying to become part of our country. Yet, they want to sit there and tell us that our laws aren't right. Okay, now, they want amnesty for all these people that snuck in. Well, first of all, they broke our laws from the word go. First, by sneaking into the country. Second, by buying illegal documents of Social Security numbers and green cards. So what? You just say it's okay and it all's forgiven because you go and you say, I came into this country a year ago, give me amnesty? No, hell no. And then a $5,000 fine? What the fuck is that? That's a joke. It's a joke. And then these people who paid the people down at the border to smuggle them into the country, the coyotes, they paid them God knows how much, $5,000, whatever. They're willing to pay that to get into the country, but once they're in the country, they don't want to pay. Again, they don't give a fuck about our laws. It's bullshit. Go home. Leave my country. We don't want you here. If you're going to come in, you're going to sneak in, you're going to do everything illegally, leave my country. You're good at saying about your country, I'm going to tell you about my country. My country, there are laws. My country, the people understand you break these laws, you go to jail. And unlike you, who snuck into my country and been hiding and hoping that some amnesty bill comes out there so you can become a citizen, and you're going to become a citizen for what? So it's legal for you to earn the money, and then you're going to go out of this country eventually anyway. Enough's enough. I'm tired of this. Leave my country. Now, they talk about amnesty. What they don't tell you is that this amnesty is across the board. It's not just for South Americans. It's for anybody who came in here legally with a green card and then it expired and they were supposed to go back and they didn't. And these include the criminal element. And also, there are 30,000 gang members that they know of that are in this country. You're going to give them amnesty. Bam, automatic. You kidding me? We only want people that are going to come in this country, in my country, we only want people to come in here who are going to be the right role models, the right people to, assimilate with us. We don't want thugs, we don't want drug dealers, we don't want all this corruption coming in. That's what fucked up your country. My country doesn't put up with that kind of crap. So, again, leave my country. Get the fuck out. What I want to see, and what normal Americans, doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what religion you are, the normal people, regular, everyday citizens, what we want is we want you to go home. We want you out of our country. And we want the borders set up so that you can't come back in. And what our legislative system needs to do, and we need to be on their ass about that, is secure the borders and do this big cry. Well, you can't round up 12 to 20 million people and just ship them out. Yeah, you can, because it's not going to happen on one day. You allow the police to do their work. When they come up on somebody who has no papers proving that they're supposed to be in this country, you let them arrest them, and then you let them send them back to the country that they came from. And unless there's some kind of a political asylum, because if they're sent home they'll be killed, then that's a different case. But for the most part, you secure the borders, and then you take and let the police do what they're supposed to do instead of telling them you don't mess with these people. Because that's the right way to do it in my country. Okay? I'm sick and tired of this. We have to readjust our thought process. And these illegals that are in here, and these people that say they're speaking for the illegal people, I'm sorry, we're not buying into any of your shit. You don't care about our country. You only care about coming in here and making a profit. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Now, I'm going to tell you the other side of the coin, which is I have plenty of friends who are legal. They came in the right way. They did what they had to do. And they're afraid to say the truth, which is they don't buy into you getting automatic freedom. They don't want that. They went through hell to have to do what they had to do. They understood that there was a certain way of doing things, and they did it. They don't want you to just suddenly be blessed and say, oh, okay, amnesty, you're all free, show yourselves. They don't want that because of the stuff that they had to go through. So again, leave my country. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. We don't want you sneaking around. We don't want you, collecting benefits that we can't even get as natural citizens. So again, leave my country. We don't want you. Go home. Go home. And our government, you really need to step up and do what you got to do, because there's enough of me out here who will take your ass out of office, and we will get people in there who are going to do it. And you know what? If they lie to us, if we get them and they lie and they say, oh, yeah, I'm for this, and they get in office and they're not, we'll throw them the fuck out and find somebody else. We are not afraid to fight. You know what? It kills me. You got it all ass backwards. Americans fight. We stand up for what we believe in, and letting people sneak into our country and become citizens and be able to get benefits and just suck the life out of our healthcare system and everything else because they automatically becomes available for them. Fuck it. We're not buying into it. Remember, Congress, we're watching you. And you know what? There's enough of me out here who've had enough of you. I'll be back.